Well, good morning, everybody. How are we all doing? So I have changed locations today. This is not my office in St. Clair. This is the room at the Mayflower in Washington, D.C. I'm out here today with the husband. He's on convention, but yet I still get to work. The joys of working virtually. I absolutely love it. All right, so what do we have today? We have lead generation with MiRealSource tools. I also have two handouts for you today. They're in the panel on your right-hand side. The first one is going to be how to create your Facebook page. And the second one is this one right here. It's lead generation, and this is exactly what we will be doing today. So it's the subjects. We're first going to share your listings to social media. There's a couple of ways you can do that. We've got the single property website, HomeSnap Pro, and even in Paragon listing maintenance. Then we're going to go into our other products, Cloud CMA, Market Stats, HomeSnap Pro again, Real List, and New Home Source Professional, which I haven't touched that one. I just did a quick tip video on Real List the other day. So that was just released Monday. Gosh, that was just yesterday. So this is what we're going to be doing today. How else do you find these handouts? So let's go back over to Paragon. So in Paragon, at the very top, you have MLS Documents. So when I click into this, actually I already have my tab open. So I'm going to go ahead and open this. I'll close it. I'm going to show you guys how it rolls. MLS Documents. Now you'll see that there's going to be a couple of folders here. You're not going to see all the Bay County unless you're a member of Bay County. You'll see the MLS folder, and then you're also going to see MiRealSource or either your boards folder. So if one of your boards is one of the MLSs that we vendor, it will be there. In that folder, it's called MIRS Education. Click into this one. There's another one that's just education. This one has more files in it. These are all alphabetical. So if you want, like CNA, usually search by less. So I'll go lead generation. So there's the Cloud CMA lead gen, HomeSnap Pro. Here's the entire one here. This has all of your lead gen tools in one place. And then Market Stats. How do we generate leads? Okay, and also in the one handout that we had, the PDF, attached to this one is going to be all of the cheat sheets behind it. So this is actually just the cover sheet for me. And that, on yours, the one that's downloaded, there'll be even more there. All right, close off this one and let's get back to Paragon. All right, so welcome everybody. We've got a few people. All right, everybody likes to log in at the very last minute. This is actually, it's the joy of being on a webinar is that you actually can. And you can't tell me that it was traffic that got you delayed this morning, unless you are actually at the office. Good morning, everybody. So I'm only working on one screen today, so if you do have questions, I will make sure to keep an eye out for those. And if I get beyond your question, I will come back to it and show you how we did something, or if you want me to repeat or anything. I want to start off with a very quick poll. All right, have you created your Facebook business page? So remember, when you're sharing to social media, like Facebook, and if it's a business type post, you have to post it to your business page, not your personal page. Although it can go to your personal page, I just want you to know that you must put it on your Facebook business page first, and then share it to your private page. All right, the majority of people have. There are a few people that have not, and that's okay. I did also include in the handouts today, Taylor Fidua had created the cheat sheet on how to create your Facebook business page. So remember, there you actually could go to Facebook jail if you get caught posting stuff on your regular page. It's not my rule. Just want you to be aware of it. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and turn off the camera for now so you guys can get a full screen. So let's get cracking on this. So when you have a listing, you want to share it, right? There's going to be a couple ways to share your listings. Under your resources icon, you will find your property inventory links. So this will get you links to all of your, and I'm still talking with my hands like you can see me. This will get you links to all of your current active listings and your pending listings, as well as 6 months worth of solds. So those will all be there. I do not have any, so you see it would be here. It's what the page looks like. Let's go ahead and close this out. So I am just going to take a listing out of my market monitor and show you how to share. Now I am going to go to the bottom, find a nice expensive one, and it does have to be one of our listings because you can't share. Oh, it's not going to have the single property website link on a non-MiRealSource native listing. So that includes our vendored MLSs as well. Everybody who is using Paragon should have that link. So let's go into this listing. Now, mind you, I am going to share a listing time. However, this is not something that you can do. If I worked in this particular office, and this one was at the bottom, who is this listing? Frank Real Estate, Michael Frank. So if I were Mike Frank or either somebody in his office and Mike the broker said, you know, you can all share the listings, but always, always, always double check to make sure that you can share a listing and it needs to be out of your own brokerage. You can reshare. So if Mike Frank shared this listing and if you wanted to reshare, you certainly can. Mind you, it's going to have Mike Frank's branding on it, not yours. All right, so at first, you're going to want to access the single property website. So this is also the same thing that was under resources. So resources has all those property inventory links. So let's go into the single property website. And just so you know, my questions panel is closed so I can see my entire screen. I will check on that in a minute. So here's Mike Frank. He's got his picture uploaded, should be everywhere. This is going to be branded to him and his brokerage. So you'll see you get a nice big photo. You got more photos down here at the bottom. You can go through. Right. So at first, on the right-hand side, you'll see a couple of little icons over here. The easiest one is a Facebook share. Go ahead and select that. Now, if you don't have listings to share, that's okay. We will be doing other ways to generate leads with all of MiRealSource's tools. So remember, first and foremost, it needs to go on your business page. So I'm going to pick a page that I manage. So you'll see the drop-down menu here. And mine is Big Red Homes. For those of you who know me, there's a few of them on the webinar today. Hi, guys. My nickname is Big Red. So I thought this would work really well. Big Red Homes. It is a non-published page. So I can share whatever I want to this page because it's not going anywhere. This is my testing environment. So of course, you're going to want to say something about this listing. Now, you don't want to give the whole public remarks. Really, and this is a short and sweet with a call to action. So, great home below, blah, blah, blah. Say a lot of stuff. And then what's your call to action? Click below. There's your call to action to see how great this home could be for you. call me, private message me, blah, 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 all of that type of stuff. Hashtag, get creative and post. Okay, great. So we posted. Now what? What does that look like? Ah, yes, that is the big question. Let's go over to Facebook and see what it looks like. And the one thing about having a non-published page is you can post something and go check it out. So how do you get to your pages? Always going to be, I've got shortcuts on the left. There's big red homes. I'll need to scroll down to find my post. Great home, click below to see how great this home could be for you. And you don't have to tell the address, because in this particular post, it comes right at the bottom. So already I know, oh sweet, East China, I'm in. I want to see what that looks like. I simply click the photo, and you saw that exact page 2 seconds ago. So there's the page about the property. There's your public remarks, and these are great. Here's the pertinence of the property. 4 beds, 3 baths, 2,800 square feet, built in 1987, 2-car parking. Okay. There's all your feature codes, and I love this. Your room sizes, nice and easy. So everything about this is here for you. Location and schools. Where is it located? And of course, how do you find me? You can also scan this to be immediately connected. And of course, if you want, reach out to Frank. And that's what this is all about. How to communicate with the agent. There's no other advertising on this page. Like information and contact me. And there's agents' other listings down in the bottom here. There you go. All right. I'll go ahead and keep my Facebook page up. So let's close our single property website. Well, actually, one more thing. You do have Twitter, Pinterest. You can email this right to somebody, and you can also share it on LinkedIn. And remember, this is where your business to business, your realtor to realtor is going to be. And you're wondering, why do I need to advertise to other realtors? They're your biggest clients right there. They're the ones that are bringing buyers to the property. So share it on LinkedIn as well. That is the single property website. You access it right from a listing, or you can access it under resources, the property inventory links. Okay, what else can I do with a listing? I can share this out on HomeSnap as well. And I know a lot of you love HomeSnap. It's a great place to share your listings from HomeSnap. So you get a lot of great photos here as well. It's just a different way of sharing. It gives you the same pertinence right across the top. History of the property, the summary, and of course, as realtors, we get the confidential information. Now you're thinking, if I share this on Facebook from right here, is all this going to show? No, it will not. The information that is shared on Facebook is going to be different because it's based on permissions. If I were viewing this, it knows that it's me. You'll see it's me in the upper right-hand corner. That's the only reason why. I'm going to see compensation in here. All right. Well, of course, buyers agents are getting information out there now. So how do we do this? Well, there's a couple of different ways you can do this. There's your share button here. I can send it in a message, or I can also simply copy the URL. I will right click, copy that, and go right back over to Facebook. And create a post right here. All right, and post. Oh, hello. Link. One thing I love about this, if I didn't get something, here's a great little tool for you. The 3 little dots is how you can edit your listing. edit the post. There is my link, and now I can save it. All right, so a lot of times when you do something like this too, when you create a post, and if you make a mistake, you can easily go back, edit it. Okay, so you see this is different than this post. Very different. And that's the nice thing. You can, even though you're sharing the same listing, when you share it in multiple ways, it triggers different things for different people. And that's what really works. Check, make sure I have no questions. All right, we're doing good so far. If you have any questions, let me know. Remember, these are all in your handouts. And the way that I share on a laptop is going to be different the way you do it on your mobile device. So if you're on your phone or your iPad, the sharing is going to be just a little different. See, like for me, the sharing, these are my only options on my Mac. I'm like, oh, okay, thanks. And you'll love, I mean, I love HomeSnap. There's so much great information in here. And remember, if your clients are liking something, they can get notified of price changes. Very good, very, very good. And if you want a little bit more information about HomeSnap, the class that we do for HomeSnap is called Mobile Agent. And then it has HomeSnap and Showing Time in there to be a mobile agent. All right, so there's also one more way to share this listing, and it's going to look just a little different than the way we did before. So when I go in to maintain my listings, so I'm not sure if you know, but I can edit my listing 2 different ways. Actually, even more now, even on Paragon on your phone. When you log into Paragon on your phone, it'll ask you if you want to go to Paragon Connect or the full-blown Paragon like this on your phone. You can. Paragon Connect, we just launched our class on Friday, showing you how to access things like Realist on your phone while out and about. That's kind of one of those things. I can also edit my listings in Paragon Connect. And this is where we want to be, is in that listing maintenance. So if I'm on a listing, I can simply go from here under the More and maintain my listing. So if this were my listing, this is how I would be doing it. And remember, none of you have access to edit anybody else's listings. So over on the right-hand side, we do have the little quick select an action, and that's the easy button right there. So the trick is just to slide over to the right to see what's going on. All righty. So look at the ways we have to share here. We can share it via text. So this is pretty sweet. And in Paragon Connect, I can easily share via text because I'm on my mobile device. It copies right to my clipboard and sends messages for me. I love it. Now, if I share via text here, you need to have your client's cell phone in here. We'll go to Gmail Fajardo, and there is the cell phone and send message. Now, however, this is going to send a link. So there's my new message coming in. I will show that to you guys. This is what it looks like. Okay, but thank you. It is branded. Oh, okay, cool. It's Debbie Fajardo. Yep, at MiRealSource. And then we open this up. I'll show you what that looks like. That is the collab link, branded to me. So you're familiar with this view, I'm pretty sure. Let's go ahead and close this one out. Go back to select an action. So we have share listing on Facebook. Do that one. Again, to a page I manage, Big Red Homes. So this is the listing maintenance text, just so we know what they're looking at. So you'll see this one's just a little different here. This has the public remarks post. So each one is going to be just a little different. Select an action again, and you can do share via Twitter. I don't use Twitter anymore, so I'm going to go right to collab link. So here's the really cool thing. If you copy this link, you can share it with others. So I'm going to copy. I can also use my copy link right here. Now, all I need to do is go back to my messages. See, this is where when I can text on my Mac, this is the nice thing. I go and paste that in there. And usually it will come up. Yes, thank you. It will come up a photo. I love that. So I close this out here. Back to select an action. So you'll see you have all these different easy buttons here, right from price change, expiration date. Instead of hunting and pecking all over the listing to find these, you go right to where you need. That's what I love about this. And you have your share via your listing maintenance. These are all in your maintaining the listing. So that's a few different ways to share your listing. So let's go back and see what they look like. There you go. So this one has the public remarks. This is from listing maintenance. Nope, that was, sorry, that's HomeSnap. See, HomeSnap. There is the single property website. We need to refresh to get that other one there. And the newest one will be the listing maintenance. There you go. So now you can see this one and this one. Very different. They just get different points across. So if you want the verbiage, you want pertinence, you want a nice big photo and location. And that's why it's great to be able to share these different ways. Because instead of sharing same thing, same thing, same thing, you can share them a little differently. All right. And you'll see, remember, as I was in the Market Monitor, I pulled up a listing. I was able to go to the More button and maintain my listing. So that's a nice one there. And of course, lots of other stuff you could do here. All right, so that's our first item, how to share your listings. Remember, those are all on the handouts. Now, what we're going to move into now, we double check the questions, is we are going to move into sharing your profile on social media. So I'm going to launch another poll for you guys. So it's funny, I just went to a Con Ed class that we did last Thursday with Elevate, and it's their social media boot camp stuff. You know, and I always remember to take notes, try to apply things, you know, to my classes, because of course, you know, everybody wants to, oh, look at that. The few that have voted do, all righty. Love it. That's good. So remember, it's not only just posting your listings, I need a buyer, post pertinent real estate information as well. And where can you find pertinent real estate information? Realtor.org, Realtor.com, articles like that. Always great stuff to share. All right. So those who voted certainly do. So next, we're going to move into Cloud CMA. Now, if you haven't already created your free cloud account with MiRealSource or your particular MLS and their association, you can do so under the resources icon and go right to Cloud CMA. Now, if you have changed MLSs and have now come over to MiRealSource, and you're still using the same email address, sometimes it might say that that email is taken. Just reach out to our support, and it is support@MiRealSource.com. Okay, so how do we use Cloud CMA to leverage our business? We are going to offer up free CMAs for anybody. And where do you find that? So it's going to go under the Me tab. So if your headshot is not here, it will be your initials. You do want to get your headshot uploaded though. And there's a lot of cool stuff that you can do in Cloud CMA. Get those custom pages in there. You've got the support center here as well. And of course, your account settings is where you're going to be adding in any other information, your personal webs, your business websites, things like that. All right, so let's go into lead generation. This is what the page is going to look like right here. Generate leads with your What's My Home Worth landing page. And so I can either just view it, and I get stuck on copying the link one time, but no, that's just, let's do the easy way. And this is new. I want you to boost that landing page. You know, you're real estate agents. Everybody wants to upsell you. All right. Here are my easy share buttons. So if I want, I can embed it into my website, which is always a great thing to do. I can, and in that link, I can also add that on my email signature, which is not too shabby to do. And if you want some help with that, making it look good, I can definitely help with that. I can tweet it, I can pin it. But for me, I'm going to stick with Facebook. So let's just go ahead and select the Facebook link. And again, to a page you manage. It's going to go to Big Red Homes. Are you wondering what your see, it's not going to give you an exact number. It's going to give you a market analysis on what's going around in the neighborhood. Are you wondering what your home could be worth? Yes. Click below for a snapshot of your market. And then post to Facebook on the very bottom. Let's go over to Facebook, refresh that. And there we are. Are you wondering what your home could be worth? Maybe. All right. So simply, all you need to do is click below. They enter in their home address or their grandmother's or mom's. I can't even spell my own street address today. And search. Oh my gosh, look, they found it too. Funny. I shall use the home email. Now your phone is optional, and the square foot of your home is optional too. I've put it in there before. It doesn't change anything, honestly. All right, so email my report. No other gimmicks, no nothing. We just want your information. Now, how is this going to help you? Well, it's going to do two things. It's going to email your client, your potential client, and, well, it's going to give you, the client, your potential client, information on you. What's your cell phone? What's your email address? What do you look like? So it's going to email the client, and it's also going to email me, the agent, at the same time. So I'm not left wondering, oh my gosh, did somebody requested this report 2 weeks ago and I never ever saw it. Granted, they will get the report. You need to reach out after the fact and see what you can do for them. Because here's what the report looks like. No. To the email. Let's go ahead and open up this email. As I have both. Here is the, no, here's my AT&T email. Debbie, your complimentary CMA. Hi, test. And this is the link. Oh, thanks. It's going to be a quick CMA. And it's going to be the same colors that you had previously. There's the address, the name. Dear test. So this is what I have mine set up to be. Contact me page. What's a CMA? So now I am going to go, I'm careful with your eyes. I'm going to zoom all the way down to the bottom. Let's see how many, okay, so there's our 3 across. This is the last CMA that I had selected. This is how I usually do my quick ones for class. It's the 3 columns to a page. So whatever you had set before is what's going to be. So if you like that 80-page CMA report, guess what? That's what clients are going to get. And they'll get to the first 5 pages. And even like at the very top, all of that, the client letter, the contact me, you know, it's me. This is how you want to set up your CMA though. All right. And at the same time, in my work email, Debbie, you have a new lead. Oh my gosh, how awesome. Someone just requested a quick CMA, and we've already sent them a report on your behalf, blah, blah, blah. So here's the contact information and the address. Nice. Let's close that down. Okay, so that's Cloud CMA. Next, we have another way to share information on Facebook. Let's close Cloud CMA. Let's go back to Paragon. And under our resources are where we are going to be working today. So in resources, we have market stats. I'm going to select that. And typically, I'm not really a stats kind of gal, but I, you know, as the director of education, I had to figure it out and learn to work with this. And of course, when I first saw this, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's just a lot of information. Okay. So Chris Nixon, one of our realtors and trainers, just did a market stats class the other week. And remember, you can see all of those on our YouTube channel, which is MiRealSource Media. So do me a favor, go over to our YouTube page and like that page. And you can follow. If you go ahead and like that page and email me, just let me know so I can send you out some MiRealSource swag. So in there, you're going to see how to share many different items here. But what I want to do is pick an area. Otherwise, this is the entire MLS. And remember, our footprint is huge with all of the other associations that are on the same platform at Paragon. All that data is included in this here. So maybe I don't want the entire MLS. Maybe I just want my county or my city. So I have a couple little easy buttons right here. I can do it by postal code, maybe a school district, or I can actually make my own area, which is kind of cool. And I do show you how to do that in the quick tips videos. I know it's on the YouTube channel. Let's just go to St. Clair, my little area here. And maybe I want to do waterfront properties. So we can do the property types, square footage, bedrooms, waterfront. And there's more, as you can tell. But I'm going to select waterfront. I'm going to keep it nice and simple. Whoa, what happened here? When did waterfront properties take a dive? That's odd. So November of 2020, at their peak. And we'll see, so March of 22. Yeah, and around the 10th of May, the April stats will be out. All right, so this is your median sales price of waterfront homes. I don't believe that for a minute. Don't believe that one for a minute. Okay, I'm gonna take that one off. Oh, we're just gonna go St. Clair, and I'm not gonna select anything in here. It's kind of a scary, oh, what's going on here? Well, you know, there's not a lot of homes for sale. So when a sale does happen, it can change the market rather quickly or rather drastically, as you can see. All right. So you also have a lot of other things you can share down at the bottom because you want to be able to tell a brief story on this. So I happen to like the very middle, the very bottom. It's called price per square foot. So I'm going to tap that one. There's the median and average as well. So let's see. I'll go with the average. It looks pretty good. Okay, so how do I get this to Facebook? And in the middle, on the right-hand side, you can print, share, and change your graphs up a little bit as well. And mine's a 3-year graph. That's fine by me. So I'm going to go to the share button. Step 1, what do you want? Static or live? Well, if I tell a story about it, I want it to be static. I don't want it to be dynamic and changing on all the time, because what I have to say about it could change. So let's not do that. Step 2, how do you want to share it? Do I need a PDF? Social media? Hey, yes, thank you. That's what I want to do. And I'm simply going to tap the share button. So I can copy it, or I can do it this way. This is the easiest way that I like. You might find a different path of copying whatever you want. So I'm going to view in the new window, and that's going to pop up. Because see, the nice thing is I can see what's going on. Alrighty. So this is the average price per square foot in St. Clair. And some might ask, is it county or is it city? So maybe I would want to qualify that when I write something else about it. So again, it's the same headshot everywhere on all of my social media. You see, I've got my office, my cell, my email address, and look, even my own personal website, homesnap.com, Debbie Rand Fajardo. So you all have your own personal website with HomeSnap. So you can certainly just share this out at any time. And we will be getting to that in a few minutes. So let's go ahead and tap that share button. I'm just going to stick to Facebook, keep it nice and simple today. Again, share it on a page I manage. Let's see. Do you know the value of your home? The price per square foot in the city of St. Clair is, and what was it? A lot. I did not commit that to memory, did I? All right. And so we will post to Facebook. So you'll see that this is what's going to show. And there's also so many more places to share. There are another 181 sites. And LinkedIn, I don't know if I'd really share this on LinkedIn or not. Doesn't matter. Here we go. Let's go over to Facebook, refresh that page. Scroll down to my post. And there you have it. Do you know the value of your home? Maybe I could say in St. Clair. You know, I do this off the cuff, so sometimes I could find better ways to do this. All right. It's the average price per square foot in St. Clair. And they just click into it. And then again, you give them a call to action. You want to tell them to do something in your post. So click below to see what it is. And this is what they will see. $148 a square foot as of last month. Wow. That is crazy. So again, sharing information on Facebook is about two different things. One, asking for business. Two, sharing information. Because you want to let them know that you are a market specialist. And by posting market information and real estate information, that's how you tell the public that you know what you're talking about. you've been in real estate, and you've got great tools. Even for newbies, it is great to share. That's how you get your name out there. All right. So remember, the options for this, or the cheat sheet, you will see in the handouts today in the webinar panel. So I'm going to close that out, double check. Alrighty. You guys are being so good to me, not asking me any questions while I'm not being able to monitor them. All right, so Info Sparks is actually the tab that we are in. You'll see the Info Sparks. It's called Market Stats. That's the suite. But this one is Info Sparks. And then there's also Fast Stats in here too. And you can also share these on Facebook, but you got to know how to share a PDF or a picture or something like that. Again, I'm going to go to St. Clair County, and in here, my tiny little town of St. Clair, and there's my stats on the city of St. Clair. You'll see March 2021 and March of 22. So what's the difference between last year and this year? And then of course, year to date, January to March, through the end of March. What's the change? New listings, pendings, days on market until it's sold. 12 days on the market. So these are residential and then condo here at the bottom. So just a little quick peek of what those fast stats are all about. Oh, look, new listings are up 500% from March of last year to this year. Shocked. Yes, I'm shocked because there was only 2 last year. Oh, man. All right. Let's close the fast stats out. Market stats. Remember, market stats is here under your social media. You've got market stats, those property inventory links. And next, we're going to go into HomeSnap Pro. See, and even though you could do, these are also lead gen products here, you can share everything to social media. It's just where they are. Okay, in HomeSnap. Now, remember I told you you had your own individual web page. So as I go to my landing page, this is my public profile. So it'll be the same exact page we have there. So my public profile, all I need to do is click up into the URL, and you'll see there's that homesnap.com/me. Copy this. Go over to Facebook, and don't let me forget to paste my link in there again. Create my post. Are you searching for a new home on an outdated app? Try HomeSnap. Try searching like an agent with HomeSnap, with my HomeSnap app. My HomeSnap app. Click below to start searching. Paste. All right. And post. It's all about the profile. Homesnap.com. And all they need to do is click into that. They will go right here. You can start searching. Pretty nice. And remember, the thing about HomeSnap is when they download it from your link, they are only going to be seeing you as the real estate agent in there. If they are not hooked up to you, they will only see the listing agent for the listings. It's not going to be whoever paid the most money. This is like the broker public portal. This is listing attribution to the listing agent. If your person does not get hooked up with an agent. So that's why it's really geared to the listing agent if they just download it from anywhere, or if you give them the link, they will be hooked up to you. And that's pretty nice. Love it, love it, love it. Great photos in here. And of course, HomeSnap will try to upsell you as well. Everybody's got products they want to sell you. And, you know, you really don't have to. You certainly can. There's a lot you can do, but these tools are very powerful even without that. All righty. I can also search for homes that are most likely to list. So if I go into my zip code, likely to list, there we go. So here was one that I saved previously. So remember, you can save searches. And the most likely to list, the instructions, because I can't teach it in a second, they are in the handout or also in Paragon under those MLS documents. Remember, in Paragon, your MLS documents link at the very top, and you're going to want to go to the education folder. All right. So in St. Clair, I'm looking for who is likely to list. So if they are going to be orange, it is most likely, yellow, likely, and blue is least likely. So as I scroll in, zoom in, start seeing some homes. And it does take a minute to populate. Actually, where do I want to be? Bartlett. These are out south of the township. Bowman Road. So the thing is about the most likely to list, at least wherever I'm using it, it does take a second to load up on my laptop. You can also do this on your phone. And what you'll want to look at is who is likely to list. It will give you homeowner information. Now you can also have contact information in there from the homeowner, and it's hit or miss. You know, I've looked at mine in there, I'm like, God, it's been years since I had that email address. So it just depends on what area you are in to see. I'm not going to populate anything here. Let me try over by my house. Yeah. And I wish I was on the golf course. So it looks like we have some least likelies around. Oh, thank you for that. Still have yet to learn that one, how to do that on purpose. More. See what we have. There we are. Now you're seeing parcels. Keep scooching over from it. I don't really care for that. So on your phone, it is definitely a lot easier. These are off-market properties. You'll see. All right. You'll see. Least likely. Thank you for that. All right. But that's something, it is good. It just depends on what area you are in. That's the one thing. You just have to take some of it with a grain of salt, do a little bit of research. You know, if you're just searching for listings out there, there's going to be a few different ways to do it. And you just got to see which one really works for you. What's easiest? All right, so far we've done how to share your listings, 3 different ways. We've looked into Cloud CMA, into what's your home worth. We've done market stats, sharing a graph out on Facebook. And one thing I like about that price per square foot is it's easy to apply that to my home. So I know my home is X amount of square feet times that price per square foot. Oh, I could get how much for my house? Oh, that's an idea. And of course, HomeSnap. So you can share your profile and also search for those most likely to list. All right, products to go into. Now, one is Realist. Realist is not going to be in your resources. That has its own little icon at the top. It's tax. So we're going to go into that tax search from Realist. All right. 2 things to start with, if not 3. This is not in the quick search. You have to go over to My Search. And if you generally have a couple of counties that you keep in here, you can only select one county. So I work in St. Clair County. That's where I live. So the last thing you need to look at is customizing this. I think I still have this polygon in here. I need to remove that. I'd save that to my searches. I got to go down to the very bottom. When you customize something, it goes to the very bottom. So if you haven't added the cell score in already, you need to customize your search. So you'll tap the customize your cell score. So what's a good cell score? This nice little info button right here will tell you what's a cell score all about. Now there's very low, low, high, very high. So where do I want to be? Maybe I want to pick 750 and above. So I don't have to do is between. I'm just going to go anything that is greater than 750. And search. Ooh-wee. All right. So you see you have a few listings here. Now this is all of St. Clair County. I picked the entire county. Now if I want, I can come up and go to subdivision or city. Because you never know how they spelled it. Is it ST period Claire, ST space Claire? Oh, it's all spelled out. So here's, wow, people who are most likely to list. There are still 336 matches. Now of these, so here's a green one that's a listed. It's one that is listed. So I'm going to move this up here because I had it expanded before. If I sort by these, see there's my green. Let's sort this. So I want to make sure that I do not include anybody who is already listed. So this is an active listing. I will unselect this one and this one. Yellow is pending. And purple is expired. So on the expired ones, you'll want to see, why did it go expired? So you can do a little bit more research in the MLS to see when it expired. So I still have, there's my 333 selected. So I can definitely start reaching out, doing some CMAs. I could also do mass printing. I can email as well, but I'm going to print labels and do a mass mailer if I want, or emails. So labels I can do, I can reach out to everyone. So just select your style here. So if you'd like to do it that way, downloads it for me. And you need to select whether it's to the person. There's always one that I never ever select, but I should remember. Choose the letter case, mixed. I like mixed. I don't like all caps. I don't like to scream at people. Use the tax billing address, not the property. And then I can do show current owner, or I could do create a custom label. Dear potential seller. No. There you go. You also have up to 5,000 labels that you can do for the exports in a month. So you can definitely do this. And I know mailers can be a little expensive. You can definitely do that, or see what the email will bring you. Please select your email preference. It's going to go to the real list report. So I can just send that report to myself. Now, if I wanted to email these people, again, it's going to be a little bit more work. You've got to get their emails. Oh, righty. So that's another way to find potential sellers is in Realist. And it's that cell score. So we go all the way to the bottom and add in the cell score. And that you do this by customizing your search. All right. So that's Realist. And remember, Lisa has done a great class on Realist. I know, and it's, if you would like to view that, it's on our YouTube channel. And we've got them all separated into playlists. Let me double check the questions, see if we have anything. All right. Okay. Last but not least is the New Home Source Professional. Now, this is a very unique one. Because remember, I said that you couldn't go sharing this particular listing right here, because if it's not yours, if you're not the listing agent, you cannot share it, not on social media. That is very different from sharing it to your client. I mean, I could definitely send that single property website to my client, but why would I want to? It's got the listing agent's name and contact information all over it. I would not do that. All right. But what you can do is share new constructions. So it's called New Home Source Professional. It's under the resources, and it's under the social media lead gen. New Home Source Professional. This is sharing homes that are under construction, that are proposed, that are planned. There's all of them that are in there. Like the Debbie. How am I allowed to do this if I'm not allowed to share other people's listings? These are homes that are not listed. We have verified this when we first brought them on. We thought it was a really cool tool to use. So what you do is you select your area. You go with Detroit area and search. So remember, the instructions to do this are in the handout, because it does take a few minutes. Oh, thank you. This button is send listings with clients. Oh, very nice. Thank you. All right. So I'm just going to hit on a few things in here. Let's go and close out Realist. So when I was on my main page, go back to the main page by tapping New Home Source Professional. Here is your new home construction companion. Search your area, and you can do some more, but we'll keep it simple. So let's go ahead and hit that search button. Here are all the homes that are in the Detroit area that are a new construction type. Now, the first thing I want to show you is the status of the homes here. So this is under construction. This one's fully built. And this one is a plan. So what do you want to share? So, we'll go right there. Midtown Park, Utica. All righty. So this is my one. Lombardo Builders. Awesome. So this one is not in the MLS. Now, I know some of you might be worried that, hey, you know, I've run up against builders times before, and, you know, I lost my client to them, blah, blah, blah. It takes so long to get paid, and especially on a new construction like this. Yeah, it's going to be a while before the home is completed. But are you working for your client, or are you working for your pocketbook? All right. Here it is, the Austin by Lombardo. Now, I can contact the builder. Now, the nice thing is about sharing these to social media is I'm not leading my clients or my potential clients down the path of, hey, go to this place and don't even talk to me about it. They have to contact you to get the exact information of where these are. And this is all I need to do is right here on the right-hand side. So, and I can, oh, this is very important as well. Request to register a client. So I know if, number one, I can share this directly with a client and I can get them registered. So, and that's the key. You need to register your client to protect yourself. So let's go ahead and Facebook this. You know, everything's Facebook for me. Of course, I could tweet it, pin it, put it on LinkedIn as well. All right, on a page I manage, let's go to Big Red Homes. Looking to build your dream home in Utica? Contact me. Now click below to see the latest house plan, home plan, floor plan for you. I'll guide you through process of building something like whatever. Alrighty, and let's post to Facebook. Let's go back over to Facebook. Let's refresh this page. So you have a city. You know, it's in Utica because you do need to give them an area. Oh, that's a nice home. I love it. Click below to see the latest floor plan for you. So what do they see when they click? 4 beds, 2 baths, and a half, 2,700 square feet. They can save the listing. There's even a video in here. There's photos. So a lot of information. Options, huh? Not too shabby. Then we get into the interior. So you see, nice. Contact me information as well. So it's just more content to share and to potentially make a sale. Was there, let me turn the camera back on, was there anything you guys needed help with? Did you want me to do something again? Right. All right, so let's see. Did we have, I do want to ask a question. One question before we go. Have you used the single property website? Not right. So, and that's a real easy link. I love that one. It's got great high resolution photos, and the high resolution photos, they're going to be expanding here soon. So we've been working on that for a while. Oh, we're at 50-50, and 50% has voted. Oh, 60%. Oh, all right. The nose just took it over. Okay. Well, you know, if you're not a listing agent, then it's hard to share a listing. So I know a lot of people are buyer's agents and a lot of people are listing agents. And a lot of people are just, I have a client, I'll do whatever they need. All right, let me close that poll. All right. So if you have any other questions, let me know. You know how to find me. There's going to be a poll that will come up after class. Please take the time to drop me a note, anything you want, and I will get you taken care of. All right. Well, I thank you all for attending today. So thank you, and I'm sure we'll be seeing you on the next webinar. All right, take care.